Let me introduce myself, Mason Thomas, out of Jacksonville, Florida, a 6 foot tall but 230-pound quarterback. But I moved to Miami for my senior season to play for Central. I wasn't born with some insane super athletic ability. I have extremely tiny hands for an athlete or a football player, period. And to be honest, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to understanding or comprehending even a simple high school playbook. I made a lot of plays and I put myself on the map, but I definitely struggled. The current state of my football career and where I am now in life, how I've gotten here is completely different than you would think. And as a matter of fact, the only reason I became QB1 in high school as a senior was due to injury. But when I finally got my chance to start, I did not fail to seize my opportunity. I was able to put my arm talent on display for the entire country to see. I mean, even though we were having a bad season, we were still considered to be one of the best teams in all of Florida. We managed to edge our way into the playoffs, and honestly, I had a decent outing, and that led to just my only one Division I offer coming from Detroit University. And when I asked the head coach why he's recruiting me out of all the quarterbacks in the country, he flat out told me he sees my potential. I'm a natural thrower of the football, and I couldn't agree more. And with little to no, scratch that, zero hype leading up to my freshman season, I'm looking to change the tide, the narrative on me as a quarterback. I want to shock the country. Kicking off here my first game against Iowa on the road, home crowd is going crazy, going with the play action, trying to read the field. I see my guy underneath, the safety did stutter. He drops the ball though. We all know I'm not the most athletic quarterback, but if I have to keep this ball, which I will here, I'm going to take off and do what I can, and that's nothing on this play. The entirety of the first quarter was an absolute struggle. Now here in the second, trying to make something shake and actually put some points on the board, reading everything across the field, I deliver a dime. Checking one of my guys out to go on a fly. I'm going to see if he can take off and get a step on this DB, but on the edge, they're on my head. We can't seem to make anything happen. Iowa's defense is 10 toes down, just going absolutely crazy, shutting us down in every which way and fashion. Looking to swing this ball up the field some way, somehow, trying to make something happen. I see my guy going across, the safety's in the back pedal. He makes the play, he makes the grab. We've nickeled and dimed our way up the field, now in the red zone. Gonna drop this one off to my guy on the little fake screen. He's gonna take off and maybe pick up the first. He's just shy. Red zone action. I have yet to score my first collegiate touchdown. I'm actually gonna keep this ball here because I want to make this happen. My guy does not block at all. My last and final opportunity on this drive to try to score a touchdown. Looking for my guy underneath, dipping it off. It doesn't work out in our favor. We don't score. It's a new drive, and hopefully we don't come out of this one empty. Nothing's been working in the passing game. Can't get this ball off. It's batted down into one of my receivers' hands. Now back here in a similar situation, we've marched our way down the field, looking to connect here, throwing this one towards the back, and that's going to be another interception on the day, my second, and it's not looking good for my debut here. Taking a look at the schedule for the remainder of the season, taking into account that Iowa might just be the best team we're going to face all season, I'm not really too worried about things going forward, but we do have to stay on board and tighten up. As the season go on, we're going to really focus on the conference and see who rises and falls throughout. Completely loaded the Sun Belt. We got a lot of teams to compete with this season. Hopefully we can land our way into a conference championship. Looking to change the tide this week. First home game, everybody's rooting for me, everybody's rooting for us. I'm trying to go crazy and completely change the narrative on me as a bad QB already after week 1. And I think it goes without saying, hands down, without a doubt, I am the drippiest QB in the entire country. I put it on week in and week out, and I mean, you can never really question that. But we got Marshall this week, already making a strong push here in our first possession, trying to get things done. I got my guy over here once again. He's turning it upfield, almost picking up the first. He falls just a yard short. Honestly, I'm looking for my impact receiver to take the top off here. I want to air this ball out, which I will. He does have somewhat of a step. That DB's in perfect position, but he still makes the catch. 3rd and 16, we got to make it happen here. I got my boy Lou coming all the way across the field on the slant. I'm going to roll out, do something unorthodox, get this ball off, and we pick up a touchdown. Trying to see if I can make it happen here. Going to drop back in the gun. I see my boy. He's running a nice corner route, wide open, picking up some good yardage. Clock's running down. The second half is about to commence. We need to make something happen here and put together a solid drive, which we have so far, delivering a strike up the field. A solid first half, but a touchdown here to cap it off can be great. At least a field goal, and I'm putting us within their range as I'm delivering another dime here to my guy. He picks up the tutty. 2nd and 12, new possession. 3rd quarter starting to slowly dwindle and wind down. I'm looking for my guy over the top. He does have a step, trying to lead him out. He makes the catch, taking off up the field. Let's go. 3rd and 14, looking for a big shot play to take the top off. I don't know who I want to air this ball out to, but I do have my guy underneath if I can get this ball where it needs to be, and I do. I know coach probably wants to kill some clock, but I'm looking to put some more points on the board, put this game completely out of reach. Got another speedy guy coming across the middle, low pass. He makes the catch. Two of my receivers flaring out. Everybody's going to block. Got my guy toward the back of the end zone. That ball swatted down. We failed to score here. And with no other choice, having to go for it here on 4th down, looking to launch this ball up the field. I got my guy delivering the strike. He makes the catch, picks up the first. We live. Another 4th down situation, 4th and 9 to be exact. Having to pick up here and convert, trying to deliver this dime in the window, and this DB's all over it. We get out the field. We're going to take the L here to Marshall. It wasn't the worst day for me and definitely not the best. I didn't throw any picks, 2 touchdowns, and I did have over 300 yards passing, but when the guys needed me the most to step up, I just couldn't do it. This week, I refused to walk out of here with an L, keeping the ball here on the read option, something I would never do, juking this guy getting to the inside, sliding down after picking up the first almost. And you better believe I'm on one today, bro. I'm fed up. I'm tired of not being the player that I know I can be for this team. Got my running back flaring out just in case I need him, looking for this shot towards the outside, a low ball, but he makes the catch. Looking for the corner over here on the right side or beasting to take the top off. I got the corner route all day long, throwing an absolute strike. A little bit off target though. Looking to make a play here, 2nd and 10. Everybody's flaring out. My guy's coming across wide open, gets hit, holds onto the ball though. At this point, trying to make anything that I possibly can happen. Got a lot of free real estate over here to my left. I'm gonna take off here. I don't want to take a hit. I'm gonna slide down after picking up a huge 1st down. And at this point, I'm just feeling things out, taking what the defense gives me, just making it happen any which way that I possibly can, delivering a dime. My boy is making his way up the field, getting busy. If I'm being honest, my guys are getting open, but a lot of these passes are a little bit off target. I gotta get better in the accuracy department, bro. Throwing this ball accurately has just been a complete struggle for me so far. Failure on this drive here to open up the 2nd half will not be tolerated. I want to put some points up. I want to make something happen, delivering a strike up the field on target. Let's go. If I have to take off here, I can and I will, but I don't want to make any mistakes. I got my guy over the top, back of the end zone. Linebacker's out of place. He doesn't make the catch. Let's see if we can deliver a good ball for once here on 3rd down where we need it the most. I got my guy outrunning this linebacker, but he makes a crazy acrobatic play. Once again, down another score after we held the lead pretty much the entirety of this game. The 4th quarter is underway. We got to make something shake. One safety high, that means somebody over the top is going to be open. Not over the top, but he is underneath, making this catch, getting upfield, taking off. That's a great, big, explosive play. Something across the middle is what I got my eyes on. Hopefully we can connect. I got my guy. He picks up a score. And Nevada wasted no time picking up a touchdown of their own, continuing with the lead that they already have, now delivering the strike up the field to one of my big playmakers. Don't really have too many options here on 3rd and 10, trying to make it happen. No blocks on the outside. I fumbled the ball. They recover. This game might just be over. 220 through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. It just seems like I can't find a stride. There's some area of my game that I have to work on and just completely fix, and I'm not sure what that is right now. I'm playing bad. My teammates aren't playing to the level that I think they are, and overall the coaching staff, even they're walking around with their heads down. At this point, it's everybody's fault. I'll be damned if I take the blame publicly. 3rd and extremely long. Memphis is coming out here opening up this game on straight business, throwing this ball towards the sideline, almost picked off. And this game couldn't have gotten off to a worse start. We can't connect and get anything going here, but I do deliver a strike to one of my star receivers, picking up a crazy amount of yards. That was a huge play to give us a lot of momentum. Looking to connect here and strike again. Another ball on point. My guy's upfield. He's almost getting to the end zone. 3rd and goal, critical situation. We need to score here to put some points up. I got my guy underneath, dipping it off. He doesn't get into the end zone. Failing to score on that last drive was kind of disheartening. Now with the ample amount of space out here to the right, they hunt me down like a dog. And it's been failure after failure, week in and week out for me and the boys, bro. Trying to make it happen here. Got him over the top. Got a nice ball going to my boy. It's a little bit off target, but it gets there. Back where we started last drive. Let's see if we can actually complete it here, throwing this ball just underneath. It's a dime. Let's go. 3rd and 19. We're pinned back into the dungeon. We ain't got no choice but to take a shot. I got to step up in the pocket, try to make a throw here. Throwing this one right underneath is incomplete. It's just ugly. I mean, we're playing some of the worst football I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what to do from this point. Keeping this ball on the read option, they're completely crashing down on me. Like, I couldn't even pinpoint what one or maybe 2 of the things are that is completely killing our offense, killing this team from having any success. Like, I'm trying to time these throws as best as I possibly can. I'm trying to take off with the ball. I'm trying to sit back here in the pocket and be patient. Nothing seems to work here. Throwing this ball on cue though. I'm looking for my dog Glue over the top. I don't care if the safety's there or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to take this shot. I actually throw it to another one of my receivers. He turns back, makes this catch, and gets into the end zone somehow. Another week, another loss, a 10-point loss at that. At this point, we're just flat out trash. Ain't no way around it. No other way to put it. On the road against ULM, we got to make something shake. Got to make something happen today. Dumping this one out to my trusty tight end, holding on to the ball, breaking tackles and all. This is the 5th game of the season, but this can be our potential 5th L straight consecutive, but this can also be our first W of the season. Just took a terrible sack, 3rd and 16. We need to convert. We've marched all the way down the field. I got my guy over the top. Bomb, tutty, let's go. Tie game here, second quarter has just now started. We need to make it happen. So much space. I see my guy here to the outside, but I'm going to get over here and make it happen myself. I'm looking for Beast in the swing out here on the outside, but if I can get anything going up the field, I will throw it. Trying to deliver this one underneath, which I do. He makes a great adjustment. And with the left side of the field being so loaded defensively, I might just take off to my right if the blocks are looking right. Nothing's there. Trying to throw my guy open again. It works out to perfection. Score is 14-14, but it's been a back and forth battle so far this game. We scored, they scored, just a continuous battle, but my guy picks up a nice first down. I'm looking for my tight end Connor to run this little corner route and get wide open here. The safety does bite. He has a step leading him out. He makes the catch and holds on to the ball. If we don't score here, we get 3 points, but I really want to put up another touchdown here. Trying to survey the field. I see my boy. He's running. He has space. It's another touchdown on the board. And shout out to my boy Lou. He stepped up in a major way for our offense. He's been going crazy, getting open, making it happen. That's what you like to see from your playmakers. We start the second half with the ball. Guy going in motion. He's wide open swinging now. I don't see what I like. I got my boy up the field. That's exactly what I want to see. Big catch to start the half. And I'm looking for Lou to run this route towards the outside, get the sideline, but they're kind of all over that. I got my boy over the top delivering the strike. He makes the catch, getting upfield. Let's go. We had a great outing on our last possession. Our running back, our trusty running back at that, when it made it happen. Now throwing an absolute strike on the run. That's Lou, of course. Who else? Gonna survey the field here. We can put some points up. That'll be great. Got everybody going up. I got my boy in the end zone, wide open. Beautiful route. Great catch. Let's go. With the 3-score lead in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, I think it's pretty safe to say this game is over and in the bag. We secure our first win of the season. And taking a look at my numbers for the day, 317 yards passing, 5 total touchdowns, 52 is my longest. I only took 2 sacks today. The offensive line stepped up big time. Getting in the rain. After getting the win last week, we're trying to come out here and replicate that success and go even crazier. Delivering a dime over the top, over the middle, excuse me. My guy's up the sideline. Huge play. He might go all the way. He's getting out of bounds tackle. And there's no better way than to open up a game with a 44-yard pass to put us in the red zone. My guys underneath, dime, touchdown. And I spoke in this last week, Devontae Ross is really starting to emerge. Of course, my boy Lou is going crazy, but he's really stepping up, making some plays. Of course, Lou and Devontae has been my go-to guys, but I'm also looking for a bunch of our other receivers to step up and start making plays. Delivering another strike is kind of off target, but there he goes again. And I've kind of abandoned my boy Lou a bit. He has a shot to go up the field. Let's see if he can take the top off here. The safeties are all over it. Nothing's there. I'm getting hit for a big sack. 3rd and 3, and we're trying to convert. If I have to take off, I will, and that's never really a good solution for us on offense, and I can't get this ball off in time. I'm looking for 6, Lou, to go over the top here with a nice post route. I got my guy also going towards the end zone, seeing if he can make the play. He holds on to the ball. That's a touchdown. And mama, there goes that man. He doing his dance in the end zone. The crowd is shocked. I don't know how, and they don't even understand how that DB was completely out of position here. Devontae Ross is an absolute stud. We have a 1-score lead. 4th quarter is about to start. We need to make some shake here. We can take an even further lead. We can really go crazy and get things done. But how about our RB1 taking off up the sideline? Slowly but surely marching our way down the field here near towards midfield. Got my guy. He's not making the play. He's nowhere near where he needs to be. The ball is completely misplaced. I throw an interception here to one of their star players. And through these first 3 quarters, I've been playing so well, but to slip up and make a mistake like that was just absolutely pathetic. And I don't know why I made such a huge mistake. A 3-point loss to Eastern Michigan today does not sit well with me in the squad, but we had ample amount of opportunity to come out here and get this dub. South Alabama 4-3, a team that is going to be tough to beat, especially for us, but we're going to do everything we can to come out here, ball, and just play the standard. Little RPO action here. I'm actually going to keep this one, swing it to my guy over here on the outside. He catches this ball, good block, gets upfield. You know Lou is going to make a big play any chance he gets. Going with the read option, reading the end. I'm actually going to keep this ball here. When I should have handed it off, they completely swarm me in the backfield. Looking for Devontae on the outside to run this curl to perfection. See what this corner does. He does sit down. Great catch. He holds on. Let's go. Plenty of open space out to my left. I can get a good block out here. I'm going to take off. Easy first down pickup. Picking up some more yardage with it. Going to actually try to make this guy miss. I take a hit anyway. We failed in our last possession, but South Alabama is going crazy, doing everything they can to go absolutely bonkers. But look at me over the top to my big time playmaker. Going to do the job every time. It took me some time to figure out and cipher who's going to be my wide receiver one, and I think it's pretty clear Devontae Devontae over Lou any day, period, bro. He's just been going crazy. And the simple fact that my wide receiver 1A and 1B are absolutely insane, I'm in love with that. I love that I got so many guys that can just get the job done. About 3 yards out from the end zone, we desperately need to score here, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Got my running back in the back of the end zone. You already know what time it is. Starting to piece and string things together, bro. Second half is here. We have a 3-point lead. Now just looking to execute. Got a guy hot on my trail on the backside. You don't know his name, but my dog Dortch is running this corner route. Looking for him over here on the outside. I do have a guy I want to throw this ball to, launching it back across the field. He makes the catch. First down. One safety high, 2 guys going deep up the field. That's a recipe for success if you ask me. I see him, as a matter of fact, launching this one. Safety's literally, he's falling apart back there, not where he's supposed to be, and that's Lou coming through making the big play. We have a 30 piece on the board as we speak. If we can run this clock out and put up 3 points, at least this game will be in the bag. We can walk out of here with our second dub of the season so far. We locked in, got a win on the roll, and now back at the crib trying to make it happen. They're sending everybody at me. I can't even get the ball off. Little read option action, trying to get busy. Let's see where this ball is gonna go. It's gonna go to my guy. He keeps it, takes it upfield, picks up the first. That's what we like to see. After a few successful runs, now trying to put it in the air, they sending everybody at me once again. I get this one off just barely, but one of my dogs taking it up the field. Georgia State's low in the box, trying to send every bit of pressure at me that they possibly can, but that's okay. We're gonna defeat that by delivering absolute strikes to our big time playmakers. We got one score on the board. With the lead here, we can probably go down and put another one up before we go into the second half. That'll be very clutch. And now I think we get the look that we need. We've been running the ball, trying to set up the pass. That's exactly what we do here. I got my boy over the top. I want to launch this one, but he's getting a sack on me. It's second and goal, and after an ugly sack, we have to pick up something here, some way, shape, or form. Anything less than a touchdown would be unacceptable. Delivering it down to my tight end, he almost gets in. And doing anything other than handing this one off to my trusty back would just be negligent. Giving this to my dog, he walks it in. Free touchdown. We take a 2-score lead here. And shouts out to my defense, going to get the ball back for us to make something happen here while still being in the first half. We can actually go absolutely crazy with a dime, a bomb over the top to be exact, and he almost scores. Ping back pretty deep in our own territory. A sack here would just be absolutely detrimental to this drive, but instead delivering a dime in a tight window for the first. I'm looking for Devontae all day on this post corner. If he can get free, this will be absolutely a phenomenal end to this drive. He doesn't have time, and neither do I. Still pinned back insanely deep. Everybody's going on streaks. We got so much space over here to the right. I don't have any speed. I'm probably the slowest quarterback in the country, but a first down is a first. And a huge run to the end zone for another touchdown is going to put this game completely out of reach for Georgia State. 3 of our last 4 games have resulted in a dub, and it feels pretty amazing. If we can finish this season out with at least 1 or 2 more wins, that'll be great. But imagine if we can actually win out. That would be absolutely insane. And to my surprise, we're still top 5 within the entire Sun Belt, which is really great. But if you take a look at Texas State, they're balling out of control, ranked number 25 in the country, and they're currently undefeated. And as crazy as it sounds, we still have a chance to at least come out on top of the Sun Belt West here, sitting at 4. We have James Madison coming up in a couple of weeks. We just beat Georgia State, and we have Coastal Carolina this week coming. I knew we had Coastal on the road, but I forgot how beautiful this teal turf is. We got to come out here and smash these boys on this field today. Taking a snap from the gun, low-key looking to take a shot here. Play action, got my boy towards the sideline, safety stepping up. He's not there in time. And how often do you see me go empty gun? We're going to take the snap here, surveying things out, got him underneath. You cannot not throw that ball right there. And I'm slowly but surely getting better at making adjustments at the line for my offensive line to make sure they're in the best position to protect me. So much space and opportunity to my left. I want to take off myself, but I'm not going to do that. One of my guys here picking up the first, and of course, that's my boy Devontae. I got Lou and B coming across the field from the left. Hopefully the guys up front can protect me within time. It's actually going to be an RPO. Handing this one off, and my boy is going to get into the end zone for the easy walk-in touchdown. That was my boy Gigi who picked up the touchdown, but Damian is RB1, but he better step up because that boy Gerald is not coming to play. He had a big run for a touchdown. That's what we love to see here. And with all the speed that Gerald has, I'm actually going to swing this ball out to him and trust him to pick up this first down, and he gets the edge and he's taking off. Throwing on the run isn't my strong suit, but if I can find my boy Devontae on the run here while he runs this corner route, throw it a bit underneath, this can work out in our favor, and it does. And every single play I need to be a little bit more intentional where I want to get rid of the ball and who I want to throw it to. I got my guy underneath there all over it, but they don't make the play. As a matter of fact, they do, knocking it loose. But we do have a chance here with one timeout to make something happen before the half. Looking for one of my guys underneath. I should have thrown this one towards the sideline, but he picks up a first down. Taking this snap while the clock is still rolling, play action, looking up the field. I see my boy launching this one in the coverage. He makes the snag. We're going to call a timeout just before pick up the 3 points Great execution. Made all the adjustments in the world to make sure this play goes as planned. I'm trying to see here and survey out where I can get rid of this ball. Protection is great, but the ball is off target. Haven't been able to make anything happen. Now just trying to survey the field, taking a snap in the gun, dropping back. I'm going to step up. I see my boy trying to throw him open. The DBs are all over it, almost picking his ball off again. At this point, it doesn't matter, but we've marched our way all the way down here, trying to put up a score to at least make this loss a little bit less embarrassing. I got my dog. He makes a crazy acrobatic catch. And we made a strong push in the end, picking up the 2-point conversion and all, but we fall 3 points short, just a field goal away from at least tying this game up and going into overtime. We're here in the home stretch of the season and we're trying to win out, bro. We could put ourselves on the map and maybe even get a bowl game. It's possible. And I hate to say this and it may sound a little counteractive, but I think the season's turned out pretty much how everybody across the country thought it would. Pretty much mediocre to say the most. And honestly, I even had thoughts of transferring what I had out of Troy and go anywhere else, but now that I think about it, have I done anything and put enough on tape to even transfer? And then furthermore, that would just be a weak move to just completely give up and head out of Troy after they've given me the keys to this team and this offense. So instead of a transfer decision or anything like that, I think the main focus is to come out here going to next season with the mentality of getting a lot better and just making plays for the squad. And speaking of making plays, we need to convert here on third down, and one guy goes completely unblocked, gets back here and disrupt the entire play. And I hate to see what this season has turned into. We started out the year throwing the ball heavy. Now we're running the ball so much it seems like I'm not even a valid option, even though I'm QB1. I think at this point, if I want to have any success on this team, I'm going to have to learn to scramble and just use my legs, because throwing the ball just ain't it. And why is Georgia Southern loading the box like this? I think they just know they need to just apply pressure, and that's enough to get us completely off balance. Here making a completion with my receiver coming back to the ball. Looking for Devontae on this corner route, or maybe even my boy on the other side of the field. He's running it to perfection. He has a step, makes the catch. That's what we needed right there. I'm looking for the comeback route deep on the left side of the field. If he can run this in a timely manner, it can be worked out to perfection, which it does. Makes the catch, holds on. And that's where the money's going to be made right there. Being intentional with the football, being on script, knowing where the ball is going to go, knowing who I want to get it to. That's where we're going to make our money and have true success at. Depending on how this corner and safety played on this left side of the field, I may have Devontae, which I do in a quick little wheel route. And something unlike I've seen so far in our playbook, bro, we have a chance to keep this ball. I got some blocks. We pick up the first, quick and easy. All right, it's 3rd and 18. We desperately need a big play. We need a big time strike to put some points on the board and just overall get a first down. Trying to throw my guy open. It's picked off almost. And I mean, we're just struggling to move the ball, bro. I'm surveying the field, going through my reads and progressions. Nothing seems to be working out in our favor, but this one does to perfection. But just when we thought all hope was lost, I dropped back, delivering an absolute strike, and Beeson takes it up the sideline, going untouched, tight roping, and he gets into the end zone. Now going for a critical 2-point conversion here. If I can take off myself, I will, but I'm going to survey things out. It's pretty much covered down to a T. I got my boy in the back. We pick it up, and when it's all said and done, we just couldn't do what it took to put points on the board and actually tie this game up and even potentially get the win. Got a cold one out here today against James Madison. Got my boy coming in motion, play action. We're going to see if we can make it happen here, throwing this one out towards the sideline, just a lateral play. And I think the biggest downfall of my game this year is just my inability to understand the playbook, just not having many options. And honestly, if some guys weren't nicked up and banged up, I probably wouldn't still be QB1, because I still struggle to understand the playbook in a way, and it's just been harming us all season. And overall, I think the team, the coaching staff just believes in me. They see the talent on a weekly basis, the arm talent, period. They know that I'm capable. So it's all a matter of me getting better, understanding the playbook, making the right reads, knowing the adjustments to make it the line, the whole thing, like down to a T, like everything, the whole nine. But finally, we marched our way down to the red zone, handing this one out to our scat back. He's going to walk this one in easy. It's 2nd and 3 the next possession after we picked up the touchdown. I'm dropping back pretty deep, trying to deliver a strike to my guy. He's up the field, big catch, big game. And honestly, that's one of my main concerns and things I'm hoping for next season, that a lot of these guys return, so we have a bunch of guys who I've already built chemistry with and we can just continue to build. My boys B, Lou, and Devontae especially are the ones I really want to come back and just be a part of this team. We can make some magic like we do here, always making huge big time plays, touchdown. And I personally truly believe and think that a guy like Devontae could be up for at least like top 3 in the Biletnikoff race every single year that we ball together, if I can just get everything on track. And I've taken a few hits over the last couple of weeks, and I gotta say my ankle has been absolutely killing me. It's starting to take an effect on me and just the overall wear and tear effect. I don't like it at all, but I'm gonna try to hang in the pocket and stay strong. We got one of our speeds just going with the quick little screen here, dumping this one off. Great blocks. He's gonna pick up a first down almost. And like I said, often I do not take off with the ball, but here on the read option, I'm gonna keep it, take off around the edge, pretty decent blocks. I break a tackle, I'm gonna slide down or try to before I get hit. But right now it's calm and steady. steady take what the defense gives us, pick up little yards, and just move our way up the field. Now delivering a dot across the middle doesn't work out in our favor. But the crowd is starting to pick up a little bit, now trying to pick up a first down here. I see who I want to go with to the ball, but I got my boy coming across the middle of the field making an insane catch. And this week incorporating a lot of RPOs into the mix. I love it actually. It's a little bit confusing and I struggle to completely comprehend and understand it, but now flaring this ball out, I read this one perfectly, make the right play. Let's go. I'm making some adjustments up front, putting a few guys on a couple of different routes. I see something over the middle. I mean, it's wide open, pretty much vacant. The blocks up front do hold up. He's going across. I can't get it off in time. And I feel as though at times my offensive line can go absolutely crazy, block anybody in the world. They could block Aaron Donald if they want to, but then times they just absolutely fail me. And here I fail to put the ball in my receiver's hands in a timely, accurate manner. We just had a huge run from Damian. Now we need to execute in the pass game. I need to make an adjustment up front. They're looking like they want to send everybody at me. If those two drop, which they do, I got my boy outside, dropped this ball off, great catch. I mean, we're so close to punching this one in. Hopefully our boy, our backup running back, RB2, can walk this one in. Good blocks up front, gets to the outside, works out as planned. And with the clock winding down and we have a huge lead here in the fourth, we're going to take a knee and go ahead and walk out of here with a huge W. Final game of the year. And if we were to come out here and get the dub, it wouldn't even matter. Even with the win, we still fall one game short of being eligible for a bowl game. But I'm not going to lie, 5 wins on the season look and sound a lot better than 4. It just sounds pathetic with just 4. We got to at least get that one more to add on to the total. And it's the same mentality this week, just like last. Dink and dunk, take what the defense gives me. I can't get rid of the ball in time. I got to throw this one away. And if I'm just bad at what I do, please let me know, why in the hell can I never just make the plays? Why do I struggle to get rid of the ball in time? Why am I always getting tackled and sacked? But here with all 3 routes pretty much shading towards the middle, I'm looking to throw this ball deep up the field. I have no time getting sacked. And I'm not going to lie, I'm extremely frustrated even here in the last game, knowing we got off season, just time to work and get better, bro. It's just completely frustrating being this trash. I'm calling for my offensive line to block the one guy that's been able to infiltrate our backfield every single time and make it absolute hell for me as a QB. Down 3 scores, and right now our offense is in absolute shambles. We can't make anything shake or happen. And with 7 seconds left, one safety high, I'm going to try to take the top off on one side of the field. Not sure where. Going to throw my boy open. He's going to make the catch. He can't get into the end zone though. And I'm not going to lie, to be at home and get flat out embarrassed by Old Dominion is just demoralizing. And at this point, I see no return, no way to get back into this game. I'm just trying to stat pad, put anything on the board that I possibly can to make this season look good, but I'm just getting hit, taking sacks, and just everything just going in a negative fashion for me and the squad. A bunch of quick routes on the field, down 27 points here, just looking to make it shake in some way, shape, or form. Good pass though. But I'm letting it be known now, we want to have any success moving forward over these next couple of years, we need to revamp our offensive line tenfold, as I throw a terrible oblivious pick, and if I don't catch him here, he might go to the crib, which he is. To say a lot without saying much, bro, getting beat by 27 points in the final game of the year at home and making this team bowl game eligible, yeah, that's pretty demoralizing. Yeah, I wasn't absolutely terrible. I threw for nearly 3 bands, 310 completions, 21 to 5 interceptions. You really can't be mad at that, considering the fact that I had one of the worst offensive lines in the country. But in the eyes of most people across the country, our shortcomings are solely on my shoulders, being that I'm QB1, and I understand and accept that responsibility all the way. And as much as I would like to think that hitting the portal is the best option, I can put myself in a better position to go somewhere and actually ball out with a competent team, I feel like the challenge we have here at Troy is exactly what I'm looking for my college career. But with my returning back to Troy next year for my sophomore season, holding down the starting position as QB1 is going to be enough itself. But even furthermore, I think I need to focus on the things that literally hinder my game, like my inability to throw the ball without a glove. I got to get rid of it. Having to have a wristband, I think I'm one of the only QBs in the country still rocking one of those. And maybe losing a few pounds, dropping down from 230 may help my mobility in a sense, allowing me to be more of a dual threat. Overall, going into my sophomore season, getting better in the mental and physical, I'm going to help this team reach all the heights that we want to soar to.